Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Noles will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Rutgers offense will start this game off with the football. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Dome. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Florida State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Back to the ground game on the left. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game if they want to be a great program again.
And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pressure coming. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Right down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, running back gets the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally
in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see it.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Can they catch it? They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Slings it downfield. Had it in his hands, and he thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida State. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. From the gun to give, looking for room.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And you can have that kind of success on first down running the football. It just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Clark. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. This is now a 7-point game.
How about it? 50 plus, no problem. big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again, up 10-3. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. He lost one down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run in the red zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding first and goal. What do most people do on first and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's third and goal from the 6. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from...
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He gets it so close to the first down.
Write your own name?
I think he's going to be a
nice. You're so smart.
Send out the punt unit. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field.
It is. Your name is a lot of letters.
Get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Seminole. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name would be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarter.
I did.
I see it. And they got him at the 29.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there.
Yeah.
Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch around the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear.
You don't have any more of them?
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds a man on the left. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminole...
Turning it on.
Just be quiet.
Around here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the 1st half.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long, and they look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense
picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver.
So what does that put
Great
you at?
job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball, oh, the big fella running to glory.
So what does that mean as far as paycheck-wise?
Touchdown, Florida State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second minute?
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football. And for
So what does that
some,
put your
this
paychecks
update
at, right at
could
3?
fall under that category. North Carolina ran roughshod.
What does that put your paychecks at, right at 3?
En route to a double-digit victory, and they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. All that speculation all week.
So real close to 4?
Something tells me, fellas,
So close
we
to
haven't heard
4?
the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here's the handoff. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Let's go! Handoff from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 3rd. Stands in and takes the hit. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Defense
What was
did a
it
great
before?
job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the
About
ball.
$400 more, roughly.
Kick is in the air. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense
She come asked about.
returns to the field.
She brought me her chicken fries and said, I ate this, can I
And I
get
like them being aggressive.
He lets it
something
fly.
some candy, I guess, or something.
And they
I don't know.
Make the connection on the long shot.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Go do what your mini says,
It's 1st and 10. They've
so
moved
that
it
you
to
don't
the
get a pow
41.
pow and get in trouble.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Osborne. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Number 22 on the field.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden.
Because it's nice after.
And the Scarlet Knights will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open the second half with a run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Rides to the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under pressure and down he goes at the 33.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Clark. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. On the run deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. He'll pull it on the read. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in. It's Clark. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
And that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
Bring in the heat. Slides away. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Punch it out of the air. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Uncorks one. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it hasn't always been that easy for the quarterback. He's been sacked a few times early on, and I don't know know if he was expecting to have that much time from the pocket, surveying the field. His feet just never seemed to get settled, and I think that's what forced the inaccurate throw.
There he goes. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Let's send out the kicker here. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today. This one from 34 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Applewhite. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
How about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field. But the defense finally got a stop, and they need some more of those and some big plays to get back in this game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Finds the tight end. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Here to just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Rutgers. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw in that touchdown pass.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the left side. He breaks a tackle.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field.
Going for it all. Touchdown Seminoles. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down.
And his passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Complete to the right. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field.
Intercepted deep in his own end. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Let's go! Off play action on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Now facing a third and long. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And the misconnection on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Oh, he makes the catch. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Seminoles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Catch in the middle. It's Osborne. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. This one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.